Okay, let's go ahead and get started here. I'm Steve Ritchie. I'm the Assistant General Manager for Water of the San Francisco Public Utilities Commission. I'm joined here today by Supervisor KATY Tang and Fire Chief JOANNE Hayes-White, as well as a number of firefighters and water department employees and construction folks who are working here on installation of a brand new cistern here at 35th and Irving, where we are. This is one of 30 new cisterns that are being installed throughout the city as part of our program to improve fire protection for San Francisco. In addition to the potable system, which provides fire protection, we have a special system here in San Francisco that provides emergency fire protection. Part of it is the auxiliary water supply system, which delivers water through high-strength pipes and fire hydrants under high pressure to provide additional water for firefighting. Plus, we have already 150 cisterns like this around town. This one, they all hold about 75,000 gallons of water. So that water is sitting there waiting for use in the event of fighting a fire. It's a critical part of our fire protection system here in San Francisco. This is one of several construction programs that the PUC has underway that we're trying to make improvements that benefit San Francisco's throughout. One of those is the Water System Improvement Program we've been working on for several years of $4.6 billion. It's almost 80% complete. We're starting to work on the Sewer System Improvement Program, which will upgrade the city's sewer system and make improvements in the quality of treatment and transport of our wastewater from the city. And here we are working on the firefighting system as part of the overall emergency response for San Francisco in an event of an emergency such as a large fire that might take place. At that point, I'd like to turn it over to Supervisor KATY Tang to say a few words.
Well, thank you so much to everyone for joining us here today at a location while we are building a cistern. And so first of all, I really want to thank the San Francisco PUC as well as our fire department really for taking the initiative to make sure that we really protect our city in the event of an emergency. I think that San Francisco, we've been through so many tragedies that we really want to be prepared before something happens. And so today we are standing here at one of 6 cisterns that will be built completed in the Sunset District. They are taking place here, Irving Street, Lawton, Wawona, Ulloa, Ortega, and this will make sure that we provide a barrier within our district to make sure that we really protect ourselves and our residents, because it not only impacts the Sunset District, but really the entire city, that after an emergency that all of us throughout the entire city can recover as quickly as we can. So I also want to take this opportunity today to thank all the neighbors who've really had to endure some of the construction work that we are doing today, but really this investment here will help ensure that we are prepared in the event of an emergency. So again, I want to thank all the crews and all the department staff who really work so hard to make sure that San Francisco can do its best to be resilient and recover in the event of an emergency.
Thank you. And now I'd like to turn the mic over to Fire Chief JOANNE Hayes-White.
Thanks, Steve. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm not only speaking for the fire department, but for the mayor today as well, who couldn't be with us. He has been a champion for public safety here in our city, and we're really grateful for that. It's his expectation that all city agencies work together collaboratively, and this is an example of that, both with the legislative side of government in KATY Tang's district. Her office, she's quite an advocate for public safety throughout the city, and we've worked in close partnership with the PUC and DPW on these projects. We're really excited to see this. We're joined today by Engine 18, our local fire station on 32nd Avenue. They came down, and they can show you later exactly the hose, the 10 feet lengths of hose that would be used in a cistern in the event of an emergency. The cisterns distributed throughout the city are a really critical piece in our toolbox, another important tool in our toolbox, so to speak. We are blessed to have an auxiliary water supply system, a high-pressure system. We also use our low-pressure system, and in this case, it's another strategy, another option in the event of a large-scale disaster to have a standing body of water, about 75,000 gallons that is being constructed and nearing completion in about 2 months. And as you've heard, there's 6 new ones here in the Sunset District, and it'll bring the total after this project to approximately 180 cisterns distributed throughout the city. So we're grateful to have you here today to learn a little bit more about how we fight fires, and this is a critical piece to what we do. Thank you very much.
Have we been in a situation before, Chief, where we were running
So certainly we were challenged in March at Mission Bay, and there, like I said, the beauty of living here in San Francisco, there's a lot of challenges to it from a firefighting perspective, but we have redundancy built into water supply. So if there's a failure in the first strategy that we're going to use, we go to Plan B or Plan C. So we drill very regularly with the cisterns. We've also established locations that have pools in the city. We have the ability to pretty much draw water. If there's a water supply source, we can draw water if we need it in the event of an emergency. So in my 24 years, we have not been to the point where we were having a water problem. In 1989, it was just before I came in, obviously with Loma Prieta, there were water main breaks in the Marina District. And we utilized our fireboat and a portable water hydrant system to draw water from the bay.
When's the last time a cistern was used?
Utilized in a fire, it's been, in my career, we have not used a cistern to fight fires. But again, we have not actively, we train with it all the time, but again, it is an insurance, it's an insurance policy for our city, basically, particularly out here where there is not the prevalence of the high pressure water system. So we have not used it. It would be part of our emergency water firefighting supply. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And folks have asked me, gee, in time of a drought, is it worth it to put water in cisterns like this? And I think the answer is absolutely yes. This is a small drop in the bucket of the overall demands in the city. Everyone needs to conserve water so that we can get through this drought, but having water in reserve for firefighting purposes is absolutely essential. With that, we'd be happy to take any more questions or allow you to inspect the site and the fire facilities here. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh yes,
In 2 months.
we forgot the brick.